The story of Beowulf. Hrothgar, king of Danes, builds a great mead-hall or palace, in which he hopes to please his liegemen and to give them presents. The joy of king and retainer is, however, of short duration. Grendel the monster is seized with hateful jealousy. He cannot brook the sounds of giants that reach him down in his fen dwelling near the hall. Off and anon he goes to the joyous building, bent on direful mischief. Thane after Thane is ruthlessly carried off and devoured, while no one is found strong enough and bold enough to cope with the monster. For 12 years he persecutes Hrothgar and his vassal. Grendel comes, the great March Staffer, fearing God's anger. He seizes and kills one of the sleeping warriors, then he advances towards Beowulf. A fierce and desperate hand-to-hand struggle ensues. No arm are used, both combatants trusting to strength and hand grip. Beowulf tears Grendel's shoulders from its socket. The monster retreats to his den, howling and yelling with agony and fury. The wound is fatal. The next morning, at early dawn, warriors in numbers flock to the hall Heorot to hear the news. Joy is boundless, glee runs high. Hrothgar and his retainers are lavish of gratitude and of gifts. Grendel's mother, however, comes the next night to avenge his death. She is furious and raging, while Beowulf is sleeping in a room somewhat apart from the quarters of the other warriors. She seizes of Horgad's favorite counselors and carries him off and devours him. Beowulf is cold, determined to leave Herod entirely purified. He arms himself and goes down to look for the famous monster. After traveling through the waters many hours, he meets her near at the sea bottom. She drags him to her den. There he sees Grendel lying dead. After a desperate and almost fatal struggle with the woman, he slays her, and swims upward in triumph, taking with him Grendel's head. Joy is renewed at Hiraeth. Congratulations crowd upon the victors. Hrothgar literally pours treasures into the lap of Beowulf, and it is agreed among the vassals of the king that Beowulf will be the next liege lord. Beowulf